Welcome everyone, I'm here with my wife. Buddy.
Someone join in. You have a perfect...
Wait,
I don't have a seat.
Okay. He's joining. Alright. So we're gonna do something quite different for us.
Yeah.
Kind of done it once before for New Year's, Christmas, whatever it was, but since there's not that much going on the land, since we're not building too much, it's the pig pen. So we're gonna do more like discussing and give some information about relationships, being with a Filipina. So I even have stuff prepared here, or she prepared.
While he does mainly most of the talking, I'll just do peanuts on the side.
So,
yeah.
Quickly, my name is Henrik. I'm closing in on 50 and I'm from Stockholm, Sweden.
I'm Lorlin, or Jean. I'm my husband's wife.
Wow. Okay, yeah, that's gonna come over well.
No,
she's closing in on mid-30s and she's from the hottest part of the Philippines. So
General Santos City.
Yeah, Jensen down on Mindanao. So we're still on Mindanao, or again on Mindanao, depending on how you look at it. You're hairy, dude. So yeah, we're gonna do a discussion about, it's going to be a little bit of everything, it usually is, but what's it like to being married to a Filipino? I mean, she's still a woman, but yeah. So first, family culture. So Sweden is probably one of the most extreme, one of the most extreme countries. He's bringing his toy in case you can't see it. When it comes to family, it's very Western. We barely see our families. It's Christmas, maybe some birthdays, at least when the kids are young. And then when the parents get old, they go to the old age home. So pretty much the opposite of how it works here. I mean, here the grandparents stay with the kids when they get old. The kids stay with the family until they get married, really.
Yeah. Almost happened to me, but I moved out to my grandparents' farmhouse or farmland, Santa Maria.
Yeah.
Before
I was slightly involved in that.
Yeah, but that's gonna be for another video, I think, because it's gonna be a long one, I think. Yeah. Since it's our first time having this kind of format. I mean, not really first time, but we're gonna talk more about interesting things that maybe foreigners of the same profile as my husband, like foreigners looking for a Filipina or decided for a Filipina, then we have several topics to talk about.
We already moved on to the topics now.
Yeah, anyway.
Alright, so
I was peeling peanuts.
You peel the peanuts. Alright, so you're gonna hear a lot of like horror stories. In the West it would be more like mother-in-law stories. They get very involved, especially if you live close or right next to the family. Her family, he's not helping out. Maybe we should lock him up. He's gonna bark if we do. Her family is a bit different, or at least they're not like that. So they all have their own stuff going on, and we're living quite far away anyway. So it's good to see the family. You get to see them sometimes, but nowhere near as much as he wants to.
Yeah, and I like them visiting here. That's why it's good. We plan several stuff, so when they visit here, they have something to bring in return, and I like planting stuff.
But I mean, with a lot of Filipinos, and I assume it's mainly the mother. She's the most involved. Mother-in-law. They have it here as well. Yeah. Especially bad for the wife.
Yeah.
Orders how to run. How to do things.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I lucked out here in laws. I mean, hey, Mor. Yeah, I mean,
my mom's in
it's
Sweden,
not,
so
it's not really an issue for me because they trust Henrik, or they don't meddle with our relationship.
our family's not involved, and her family is far away.
It's different.
As well.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's very different, but I'm glad I don't have to deal with those issues. Like, it's quite stressful. Like, you have to please the in-laws. Like,
Well, my mom absolutely hates the stereotype of the mother-in-law to begin with.
Yeah, that's why I avoid calling her Sbarmor.
Yeah,
calling her just Mor.
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 Yes.
Hey, Mor.
But anyway, I mean, the family is gonna be still involved, way more involved than you most likely would get from the West. You're so annoying. So that's just something to be prepared for, really. I would strongly advise not to live too close. Depends also on the family, but some people claim you should be a couple of islands away. I don't think it's necessary, but a couple of hours away probably is a good idea. Alright, moving on. How do you take care of me?
I take care of you a lot.
Yeah. So
I take care of you a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So she does 90%.
Service.
Okay. She does 90% of the cooking. Some Filipinos clean.
I clean. I mean, not today. It's windy. Like, we have fog on.
I'm not that sensitive, but
yeah. The kitchen is clean.
Yes. Right now the kitchen is clean.
I clean.
But mostly for you, it's if I have the sniffles or cough or anything, then she comes with a pharmacy bag.
I'm his dealer.
Trying to drug me up.
Your drug dealer.
Yeah.
Make sure you're okay. I don't want you sick.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it's nice. Someone actually cares.
Take care of you.
I'm not gonna go into my personal history, but it's different. Something I'm still getting used to. Accepting it is different for me, but it's nice.
I appreciate that you accept it, that we take care of you.
Yeah, and I pay for things, so that's my way of. I buy your food. That's another thing. Speaking of culture shocks, differences, food. Filipino food is an acquired taste for most. I haven't acquired it. Filipinos are extremely fond of things like bulad, balut, which means dried fish,
durian,
and duck eggs with still an embryo in it. Durian is the Filipino version of surströmming, so rotten fish. You're not allowed to bring durian on planes, hotel rooms and stuff like that because of the smell. If you've seen, I forgot the full name of it, but Indiana Jones 2, when they're eating in this Temple of Doom, I think that's the title, that's pretty much what a lot of Filipino foods or fruits look like. Durian is a fruit. I think I forgot to say that.
Yeah, king of fruits.
King of fruits, alright. But yeah, I mean the everything here is based around family, more or less, or community. So they're noisy. Filipinos are very noisy. When I came here, like one thing I said to her, no offense to anyone, is like in Sweden we're very considerate, but we're not very hospitable. In the Philippines, it's pretty much complete other way around. They are considerate if they know that something affects you, but they're not gonna think about like having a screaming kid on a bus or playing extremely loud music or karaoke in the middle of the night. Most won't even consider that that could be an issue for the others. You can probably talk to people and have them turn it down, but
yeah, we don't really think about it because it's normal for us. Like,
it's noisy here.
We play karaoke, the louder it is, then it's better because we can share to the neighbors the music. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's different.
Yes. So every big chance they get to have a party. New Year's, here is Matic Salog Days, the tribe day, anything. They're gonna have a big party, lots of music, their typical foods, lots and lots of insane amount of people, which is quite different from where I'm from, and I'm introvert on top of that, so I'm not too fond of loud noises and hundreds of people, but it's something you're gonna have to adjust to in one way or another, or avoid. We're kind of in the middle. We're partly avoiding it, living out in the bush, and sometimes adjusting, as in I join in for a while.
Yeah, because it's still important to create a network, especially for us. We're new here, or
don't have any family here.
Yeah, I mean my family is like 6 hours away.
Yeah.
Like travel.
Yeah.
And yours is like
further away. Further away. For
but
sure.
yeah, considering the climate, and then my husband couldn't really stand the heat in Johnson and Davao. So this is the closest option we've had so far, and we wanted to be close to Davao.
Yes,
as well.
This covers pretty much. I mean, it's still pretty far away from civilization, but we started off in Baguio, which is, 6 hours from Manila, and then you have a flight to Davao, and then it takes forever and costs a small fortune. So not really an option. This is better.
So that's why, we're new here, and I think it's still important, even though we're both introverts, different levels, but we build connections, so we know everyone, or at least the important ones that, like, some has connections to the municipality, police. Yeah, I think
But it's also
good.
like a big advice I would give to anyone coming here is be humble, realize that you're a guest here, and treat everyone with respect. Swedish culture is like that. Like, we don't really see it different if you're a peasant or a king, right? So I treat everyone the same anyway. But yeah, it's good to know who's doing what, because here you don't really pick up the phone to get things done here. It's more word of mouth, or someone, they might be able to help, and it's different to live in the province, at least. I don't know if it's all of Philippines. I'm assuming big cities is different. But yeah, in the province, it's important to have a human network. All right, language and humor gaps. So Filipinos are extremely direct. If you are overweight or obese and come here and meet, let's say, a partner's family, and they say, "Oh my goodness, you're fat," don't be too surprised, because that's how they don't really mean anything by it. Like, in my culture, that would be totally no. My culture is more passive-aggressive sarcasm. They don't get sarcasm.
I get sometimes.
Because you've been trained now for a few years.
Yes.
Yeah, but be ready for that, actually. Sarcasm can get you into trouble, because people, like, depending on how you use it, they can either get offended by it or just wonder why you're crazy. Like, no, the weather is not good, it's raining, what's wrong with you? They're very direct. So be prepared for that. Read people and jump in, which is something I'm learning, to correct if you see that they're misunderstanding you.
With us here, we'd appear as direct, because like we're learning English. It's our second language. It's also your
it's my
second language, but compared to Tagalog, I consider it my second language instead of our national language. Anyway, like, we're still learning.
Yeah.
And we don't. I can sense some tone in it, but I don't really use it daily. So.
And now you do.
It would appear as like direct, because that's not we're using English to communicate, like basic, like oh, this is long. We don't do our intermediate or
And
advanced.
you have your own
terms.
version of English as well.
We have our own version, and when I try to say something, when I try to translate, I get frustrated sometimes.
I don't think,
especially with measurements, like with the construction.
she has no
I
idea.
get nosebleed anyway. Like, oh, okay, you do the.
She has
measurement.
no idea if it's a meter or 1 centimeter
No,
or an inch. She has no clue.
I could learn it, but
Yeah.
I don't wanna.
Yeah. But yeah,
My
no, I mean,
husband can do it, so I have him do it.
we've been together a while now, so we communicate better, and it's always been a foundation for both of us. We we need to be able to communicate, because otherwise you get the tabo, or what's the tampo?
Tampo.
Yeah, essentially silent treatment that females here like to do, and that's for most Western guys, that's unbelievably childish and annoying.
Yeah, I don't think I do tampo to you. It's just.
You get overwhelmed, and don't
Yeah, and
want to
then I
talk for that
get
reason.
and then I get quiet.
Yeah.
About it. I don't do it on purpose. It's just I shut off. But
Yeah.
I think it's.
But anyway, being able to communicate, it takes a bit of practice. If I knew Bisaya, that would help, or Tagalog for that matter. But since we're both struggling with English, it's more even field there anyway.
Yeah, and I'm saying if you're a Filipina, if she says something way too direct for you, don't take it seriously. That's just
Yeah.
how we say things.
Yeah, I mean,
We're like, we have this statement in our head, like in our local language, and then we have to translate it, and then we end up using the basic words instead, and then it ends up like, oh, you're fat, oh, I let you do this, and then your translation with letting is like, oh, I own you, so I let you do this or not. But here it's just like, yeah, let them do their own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the translation is different.
There are culture differences for sure. Something that I would never let her do anything. Right? She's a grown woman; she can figure out for herself. At the same time, I mean, yeah, we do have semi-traditional roles in some ways, and in some ways we have more modern roles. Whatever works for us. I mean, that's for every couple. I mean, the culture is there, but the individual is still the one you're gonna be with or I'm with. So, all right, I think we need to move on.
Yeah.
Life here, weather, pace of life, and local living. Yeah, that is very different where you are. If you're in BGC or if you're in province, huge difference.
Speaking of weather,
Yeah, and right now it's a bit rainy. I hope it's not loud.
strong sun,
Strong sun, still raining.
weather changes.
So big reason, the main reason why we are up in the mountains is because I don't function when it's hot and humid, and a large portion of the Philippines is hot and humid. So we needed to find something that she thinks is kind of cold, and I only think is hot, not super hot. Jensen everyone in the Philippines call it Jensen. It's just the hottest place on the planet.
Not really.
Or at least the Philippines, it's bad. It's really hot and dusty and just gross. So it doesn't work for me, no offense. Sorry, family. But Baguio was okay, too moldy, too wet.
Yeah.
For me, too gray. Didn't like it.
Yeah.
This is great. This is really, I mean, yeah, you can see this. And we still have usually a cool breeze. So the temperature is okay. We don't need an AC. So if you're okay with the mountains, yeah, this is pretty much perfect summer day every day. Sometimes rain, right? But if you go to the beach, yeah, it's gonna be like 35, 40 degrees Celsius. So very, very hot, and doesn't work for me. But if it's up, most people that live in the lowlands, let's say it like that, use AC more or less all day long. It's difficult, at least for Westerners, to adapt to, I think.
Yeah, you would end up using AC, and you would end up being in a closed AC room.
Yeah, it's sitting in a room all day.
Stay in hotter areas, so this is better for him.
This is better, and you have to adjust to certain things in the Philippines, but also the province. Access to stuff is harder here. even if you're in BGC or Makati or something, access to good quality stuff is difficult sometimes. Food is different. Like getting like our ground pork or ground beef, expect there to be bones in it. If you go to a good restaurant, if it's not run by a Westerner, you might be surprised. Like it will still taste good, but it won't be what you're used to. I mean, the best steak I've ever had in my life was in Davao, but it was run by a Belgian guy in a restaurant. Super good.
Speaking of, we might meet them later.
Yes, that's a different.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, you need to work a little to get access to water, electricity, plumbing, set up the CR and stuff, your bathroom the way you want it, because how it's done here is different, but it's not a big deal. Just get it done. That was for us, fly.
I'm not sure.
It probably was a fly. But yeah. Yeah, just normal. Most people will understand. They'll see it and understand. Hopefully you can adjust. If you have to live in an apartment with AC, you have that option. I wouldn't advise, but whatever. Being seen as a foreigner, pros and cons. Depends entirely, because there are different levels. In society, like early on, we talked about like white privilege or foreign privilege. A lot of things will be easier for you. The guards won't stop you, the banks won't look twice at you. Filipinos are really, really mean to each other.
Yeah, that's why when we go to the bank, when we open our bank, I had to dress up because you get judged always.
Yeah. If you don't look presentable, like I can show up with shorts and a t-shirt most of the time and I'll be treated like if she's dressed up in the nicest dress with jewelry and everything. So yeah,
I don't think it's just for foreigner Filipino couple, even with just Filipino couple.
Yeah, but I don't have to dress up.
Yeah,
that's the point.
That's your advantage.
But on the other, you have there are also a lot of cons, of course. I mean, first of all, you have what they call skin tax. I mean, they see me, the price goes up 50% or 100% or whatever it is. Depends on the store and stuff like that, of course, but it happens.
That's why we have a setup.
I have to hide in the car a lot sometimes.
I go haggle and just check prices, and then when they already set the prices, then I can have him go down to me if he wants to join in. But
unfortunately, if you're a foreigner, and it doesn't matter if you're European, American, black, white, whatever, if you're a foreigner, you're a foreigner. And then it's just understood, oh, you're rich. No matter if you are or aren't, is irrelevant. They assume you're rich because you're a foreigner. You will also hear "Hey Joe" being yelled at you wherever you go, or if you're a male at least, which is the G.I. Joe thing, because if you're a foreigner, you're an American. I say, I'm from Sweden. Ah, yeah, Sweden. They have no idea where it is.
They just say, Sweden.
One lady thought I looked like a Japanese guy. So, I don't in any way or shape or form look like a Japanese guy. But they know America. You guys, if you're in America listening, you occupy them for a while, so that's who they know pretty much.
You guys are more famous than other.
Well, Americans are the only.
Countries.
They have no clue which the European countries are.
So, I mean, some might have, but.
Yeah, but Switzerland doesn't count. It's still Sweden, very different.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're a foreigner showing up, you will be A, assumed to be an American, and B, assumed to be rich.
Yep.
So yeah, that if your Filipino comes from maybe not the best family, that can become a problem.
Yeah.
I got very lucky there. They don't care. There's no asking for money really.
Yeah,
so
even my uncles and family.
They make more money than we do by a long shot.
No,
so.
but their first reaction when I got married or I'm about to get married is like they're happy for me because I don't really date or I've been almost my entire life single.
Yeah, no, I mean
here and there, but didn't really have a serious one. And then when we said the news about like me being with you, they're just genuinely happy. Like, oh, finally you have someone.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting married.
I think the only issue was language barrier, but all of our uncles pretty much speak. So that's the whole thing. Like, some people claim that everyone in the Philippines speak English. They don't, not by a long shot, especially in the province. So, yeah, I mean, I can talk on a certain level with most of your family, but they get nosebleed quickly, as they call it. They run out of English pretty much.
They can communicate, but they still get not uncomfortable, but shy after a while because they get teased at because we Filipinos were very critical with the grammar, and then you get like, oh, you're wrong grammar, oh, you're wrong spelling, like they're very critical.
Filipinos are very judgmental against their own.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on. Budget living, small town life.
You're not gonna talk about it?
No, so the further down it is, the later it comes. We're still up here.
Okay.
So, anyway, living on a budget here is quite easy unless you want the same stuff you had in the West. Food, for Filipinos, it's expensive to have meat, but so what's the kilo price for pork? It's like 300.
It's currently 380.
Oh wow! So it's almost 400, and what's that? $8 per kilo.
And that's the province price.
Yeah.
In Davao, it's usually around almost 400.
Yeah, especially if you go to a fancy mall.
Or 400-ish.
But yeah, compared to the prices in Sweden, it's way lower, right? Everything really. Everything, especially if it's locally farmed, of course, it's going to be much, much cheaper. But if you want, especially electronics, fancy cars, Western brands, anything like that, that's going to cost more than it does in the West. A nice computer is going to be more expensive in the Philippines than in the West. I think the Filipinos have tariffs on them, which works considering what's going on with Trump and everything, right? The Philippines, when it comes to imported goods, they do put pretty hefty tariffs on electronics and stuff like that. But if you want to live simple, it's way cheaper. Rent is way cheaper, especially labor. If you need someone to help out, building, plumbing, whatever, it's incredibly cheap compared to the West. If there are any plumbers watching, I'm sure you guys are doing like 100K a year. You would probably do that here too, just in pesos. So 1/50th or 1/56th of the income. It's very different.
Yeah, there's some cheap plumbing, carpentry, but
you do get what you pay for.
Yeah.
So if you want quality, you're gonna have to pay a bit more. We've encountered that problem.
Yeah, and finding a quality worker here,
especially here.
Yeah,
in the province, it's not easy.
With fixing our plumbing.
All right. So moving on, jealousy.
I remember one time.
Oh yeah. We were on a bus, and I'm half blind, so I was like looking at the TV, and the TV in the bus is not good. And there was apparently a lady on the TV. I couldn't even see it, and she was like, "Arr." But
I'm not angry. I was saying, yeah, you were looking.
Yeah, I don't even know what it was I was looking at because the picture was so bad. But
you look like smiling.
In general, we don't. Filipinas are pretty notorious, but that's because Filipinos, the males, are notorious for being cheaters.
Yeah.
No offense to the good Filipino guys, but you have a bad reputation amongst Filipinos.
That's one of the main things. I went online because
Westerners have way better reputation, or Western guys at least.
Yeah, because here, no offense to Filipinos watching, but I've seen a lot.
As a group, they have a bad reputation when it comes to
adultery. And on top of that, like intrusive in-laws, just other
We're on
negative.
jealousy, not on the family part. We already covered that. All right,
Yeah.
moving on.
Anyway, but yeah, he makes me feel secure.
Yeah, we don't worry about
I don't
that.
I don't want to go through the stress of like, oh, is he cheating or where is he now? My husband doesn't like people. Like, he likes me, so
Yeah, that's so.
it works for me.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is subjective. Most Filipinos can be very, very jealous, and if you get involved with someone that has been cheated on, it's gonna be 100 times worse. So
Yeah.
take that as you will. Like, yeah, whatever
Yeah,
saying
because
is.
for me, I don't want to sign up for that. Like,
Yeah. No, I understand
you
it.
have to
Once burned or whatever, but for us, we don't have an issue with it. If she goes away and visits her family for a week, I don't even think that she would be cheating, and
yeah, and
vice
I
versa.
keep
I hate-
messaging him. He just like, you're messaging me every
well, I
time."
don't really reply. It's annoying, but
Yeah, but
I don't-
I settle it down when I message or update him. I like to update
Yeah,
him. I like
but-
getting him involved.
yeah. Anyway, jealousy not really an issue for us. Far as
Oh, how about you? To me, you don't mind.
I already,
Yeah.
she doesn't listen to me. That's
I was
another
feeling-
topic.
I was feeling peanuts.
When it comes to faith and traditional values, that's a big difference. So if you're an American or Italian or Spanish or German or something, you will behave. Sorry, cat was attacking my wife. It will be way more similar because most of you are Christians or Catholic or something similar. Swedes are, let's call it non-believers to avoid issues. Her mom is super involved with the Catholic Church, so we haven't had any issues with it.
Yeah, I'm still involved in Catholic church, but not as much. Yeah,
Okay.
I think we will not tackle a lot about this.
Yeah,
topic.
no.
It's just we're
It's a.
very
so
religious.
if you're Christian, you will fit right in with 95% of the Philippines, and the 5% maybe you should avoid. That's western part of the Mindanao specifically. Different story on that one. But yes, so as far as like roles in the relationship, most like your parents, that generation, very traditional, right?
Yeah.
But your generation and the younger, they're turning more. I don't want to use the word progressive for hopefully obvious reasons. It's, I mean, we have more like the traditional Swedish gender roles that existed when I grew up, which means I do certain things, she does certain things, and we complement each other. If it's moldy and smelly, she takes care of it. If it's anything connected to the bathroom or CR or toilet, then it's my job.
Yeah, I think.
We both cook. She cooks more now. I cooked pretty much everything the first month I was here.
Yeah, because we're still adjusting.
Yeah.
What food you like? What
Yeah,
works.
she likes cooking. I do it because I have to.
But yeah,
It's food.
apparently my husband cooks better than me, and then I just
Who?
learned what his recipe.
What do you mean apparently?
No,
That makes it
because
sound like I said so.
no, I mean no. That's just how we. Yeah.
Okay. Depending on what we make, since I haven't adjusted to the Filipino cuisine, if you can even call it that. So if it's Filipino food, of course she's gonna make it. If it's
Yes.
Western food, then I may have a little bit more experience doing it, but she does good. Chili, you do good.
I really like.
I just do the
I really like
seasoning.
her chili.
Yeah, I do. She does the cooking. I do the seasoning
Yeah, and then like,
because I don't want 90% salt in it.
I like
And she
salty.
she likes
I like
salty and spicy.
Yes.
Anyway, finances and supporting the family. So, Filipinos help out their own family. If someone's in need, they help out. Obviously, I'm not interested in helping out a huge family. We don't have any income, or really, so we don't have a lot of money. But if she would have helped out if I wasn't here, it would be insane if I show up and we don't help out. So it's just a little bit, I mean, like 2 of her siblings are still in school. We help out a little bit, just fair, essentially, to get her brother to get to school.
But not taking the role from my parents.
No, I mean, her parents are...
To school.
Her parents can easily say that they put all their kids through college on their own. We just help out a little bit with, I mean, snacks here, fare there, right?
And even before you arrived, I've been helping.
Yeah, I mean, when she, or all of the kids, not just you, I mean, her sisters are working and they help out. It's just how Filipinos do it, like family support each other.
We're a good support system, that's our culture.
So just make sure that if it's a good family, you don't really have to worry about it, they're not going to ask. If it's a poor or bad family, there are 2 big difference between those. I'm not going to go into it, but just because you're poor doesn't mean they're going to ask for money, right?
Yeah.
We have good examples nearby, like Lola and my niece don't ask for anything, and they would be considered financially poor by at least Western people. We help out, but there aren't really any expectations. If we don't have money or we can't afford it, then they won't say a second thing about it. They're just grateful if we can have. But yeah, it's something for foreigners definitely to think about in their specific situation with their specific Filipino.
Yeah, if you're still dating or already married, I couldn't...
Know who it is, know what the family is like.
Yeah, even though you don't have to ask them, you can see how they treat each other, how they are when you visit them.
I mean, money is a big thing in a developing country. You can't get around that because you need money, right? And it's something that you get spoiled with in the West, especially a semi-socialist country like Sweden, where the government, taxpayers, pay for everything. Here, you kind of have to take care of everything yourself, which is why the family helps out. But anyway, enough about that.